What if you could own any car in the world? Would you go for a Bugatti, a Lamborghini, or something so rare most people don't even know it exists? Well, Cristiano Ronaldo and Leno don't have to choose. They own them all. Ronaldo's garage, a high-speed, ultra-luxury kingdom of multi-million-dollar hypercars. Leno's, a jaw-dropping vault of over 180 of the rarest, most legendary cars ever built. But who truly owns the most insane car collection? The football icon with a need for speed, or the late-night legend with a passion for history? Let's find out. First of all, let's talk about Ronaldo. The man dominates not just football, but luxury and performance cars too. Every time he breaks a record or wins a title, his garage gets another upgrade. Bugatti? Of course. Ferrari? Naturally. Rolls-Royce? More than one. His collection isn't just about driving, it's about making a statement, and with his endless appetite for speed, style, and exclusivity, his lineup is nothing short of mind-blowing. But let's talk numbers. How much is his collection worth? Over $25 million. And here's the crazy part. He doesn't just buy cars, he buys them in pairs. He once said he likes to have two of everything. I mean, why have just one multi-million-dollar supercar when you can have a backup? Now, let's get into the Rolls-Royces, because of course, Ronaldo doesn't settle for regular luxury. First up is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. This isn't just a car, it's a 5-star hotel on wheels. The ride is so smooth it feels like you're floating. The interior, handcrafted with ridiculous attention to detail. And the price? $500,000. For most people, that's a lifetime's worth of paychecks, but for Ronaldo, just another day at the dealership. But wait, he didn't stop there. In 2020, he upgraded to something even bigger, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This is the SUV for people who don't just want luxury, they demand it. 5 meters long, powered by a V12 engine pushing 571 horsepower and fully customized to match his Juventus black and white colors at the time. And the price tag? $900,000, almost double his Phantom. But hey, when you're Ronaldo, extra is just the standard. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We haven't even gotten to the Bugattis yet. Now, when Ronaldo played for Manchester United, one of the cars that had heads turning at Carrington was his Aston Martin DBS Superleggera convertible, a 5.2-liter twin-turbocharged V12, packing 715 horsepower and a top speed of 211 miles per hour. This thing isn't just fast, it's a rocket on wheels. And if you think that's impressive, it also hits 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. That's the kind of speed that makes you question if it's even legal. For Ronaldo though, it was just another stunning machine in his ever-growing garage. But let's talk about birthdays. Most people celebrate with a cake, maybe a party. Ronaldo? He treats himself to $500,000 supercars. When he turned 27, he decided it was time for a Lamborghini Aventador. And this wasn't just any Aventador. His sleek black beast shimmered under the lights, looking like something straight out of a Batman movie. But here's the thing, one Lamborghini wasn't enough. Rumors say he also owns a white Aventador, because why have one when you can have a matching set? Now, what do you get a guy who already owns everything? If you're Georgina Rodriguez, you go big. For Ronaldo's 35th birthday, she went all out and surprised him with a Mercedes-Benz G-Class Brabus, wrapped up like a massive present. And this isn't just any G-Wagon, it's a Brabus-tuned monster that can cost up to 600,000 pounds. Yes, that's more than a Lamborghini for an SUV. But this isn't your typical family car. This thing is built like a tank, yet somehow still manages to hit a top speed of 137 miles per hour. Luxury, power, and presence. It's the perfect ride for someone who lives life at the top. Some cars are fast, some are rare, and then there are Bugattis. Machines so extreme they don't just break records, they set them. Owning one isn't just about driving, it's about proving you've made it to the absolute top. And when you're Cristiano Ronaldo, owning a Bugatti isn't just a flex, it's a necessity. And of course, he doesn't stop at just one. His Bugatti lineup is like a greatest hits album of automotive perfection. starting with the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Grand Sport. Only 450 of these were ever made, and Ronaldo wasn't about to miss out. After leading Portugal to victory in Euro 2016, he rewarded himself with this £1.7 million masterpiece. Because lifting a trophy wasn't enough, he needed a 1,200 horsepower beast to match. Now, one Bugatti wasn't enough. In 2017, Ronaldo decided to upgrade. Enter the Bugatti Chiron, with a top speed of 260 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of just 2.5 seconds. It's the kind of speed that makes Ferraris look slow. Price? £2.15 million. And in classic Ronaldo fashion, this wasn't just his second Bugatti, because why stop at 2 when you can go for the rarest one of them all? Enter the Bugatti Centodieci, one of the rarest Bugattis ever made. Production of this is just 10 units worldwide, and the price is a staggering $9 million. And yes, Ronaldo got one. Bought in 2021, this Italian masterpiece is inspired by the legendary Bugatti EB110 from the 90s, but with modern-day insanity under the hood. An 8-liter W16 engine, a mind-blowing 1,600 horsepower, and a top speed of 236 miles per hour. It rockets from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.4 seconds. And if you're feeling brave, it can hit 186 miles per hour in 360 seconds, just 13.1 seconds. Clearly, Ronaldo loves speed, but guess what? He's also thinking about the environment. Yep, even his car collection has gone a little greener. Sitting alongside his Bugattis and Lamborghinis are electric beasts like the Porsche Taycan Turbo S and Tesla Model X. But don't think for a second he's sacrificing power. The Taycan Turbo S pushes 761 horsepower, hits 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.8 seconds, and still manages over 400 kilometers of range. Who said eco-friendly can't be fast? But here's the real question. Does Jay Leno have what it takes to outdo Ronaldo's garage? The man has been collecting for decades, and his lineup is straight up legendary. So, who's got the craziest collection? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into Leno's world of horsepower, history, and absolute madness. And hey, if you're loving this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more content coming your way, packed with the most insane cars, jaw-dropping collections, and the kind of automotive stories you won't want to miss. Now, if you thought Ronaldo had an insane car collection, wait till you hear about Jay Leno. The man isn't just a comedian, he's a hardcore gearhead. Anything with wheels and an engine, he's interested. And when it comes to sheer volume, Leno makes most collectors look like amateurs. So, how much is his collection worth? Well, back in 2021, the DuPont registry estimated it at over $53 million. But let's be honest, rare cars only get more valuable. Take his 1994 McLaren F1. When new, it cost $815,000. Today, it's worth anywhere between $12 million and $20 million. And that's just one car in a garage filled with automotive history. Now, how many vehicles does he actually own? There's no exact number, but estimates say around 180 cars and 160 motorcycles. Yeah, that's a whole museum at this point. And speaking of insane machines, let's talk about one of his modern legends, the 2017 Ford GT. If you've seen Ford versus Ferrari, you know about the 1966 Le Mans showdown. Well, Ford built this 2017 version to honor that historic win. And according to Leno, it's not just a car, it's an experience. With a top speed of 216 miles per hour or 420 kilometers per hour and a $500,000 price tag. This thing is a true supercar. But Jay Leno's car collection isn't just about speed, it's about history. And if there's one thing he loves, it's rare and legendary machines that most people will never even see in real life. Take his 1928 Bugatti Type 37A, for example. This isn't just an old-school race car, it's a piece of automotive royalty. Bugatti built only 76 of these, and Leno's model has a supercharged 1.5-liter four-cylinder that could hit 122 miles per hour. Insane for the 1920s. But here's the kicker. His car was once owned by Pierre Veyron, the guy Bugatti later named a hypercar after. The price tag? $1 million. Then there's the 1953 Cunningham C3, a car most people have never heard of. This American-built beauty was the brainchild of Briggs Cunningham, one of the fastest racers of his time. Leno's fully restored C3 is a true collector's gem, worth around $1.2 million. It may not be as famous as a Bugatti, but in the world of classic American performance cars, it's a big deal. But if you want ultimate luxury, check out his Duesenberg Model J, a $2 million icon from the 1920s. Back then, Duesenbergs were the supercars of the elite, with massive 7.0-liter straight-8 engines and custom coachwork for every owner. Leno's Model J is a town car, meaning it was designed for a chauffeur to drive while the owner relaxed in a separate limousine-style cabin. And if you think that's impressive, hold on because we're nowhere near done. We can't possibly go through all 100+ cars in Jay Leno's garage, but here are a few more standouts. He's got a 1932 Duesenberg J. Murphy convertible worth $2 million, a 1967 Lamborghini Miura valued at $2.5 million, a 1955 Mercedes 300 SL that could fetch $8 million, and a 2005 Porsche Carrera GT sitting at $1.8 million. And trust me, that's just scratching the surface. But the crown jewel of his collection, the McLaren F1. Even McLaren headquarters can't have more than 3 of these under one roof because their insurance won't allow it. That's how rare they are. McLaren only built 106 F1s, and Leno owns one of them, and he's obsessed with it. He told CNN that this would be it if he had to save just one car. Not surprising, considering it's worth $12 million, though some estimates put it between $14 to $17 million. His 1994 McLaren F1 was actually the first one ever imported to the US, and he recently had it fully restored to brand new condition. So, after all this, here's the big question. Who really owns the craziest collection? Ronaldo's got modern speed and luxury, while Leno has some of the rarest and most iconic cars ever built. If you had to choose one garage, which one would it be? Let's hear it. And if you love cars as much as these two, hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more insane collections, rare rides, and jaw-dropping machines coming your way. Which legendary car should we cover next? Drop your suggestions below.